Testing, testing, testing here. Need to make sure my mic is on and good here. But we do have a tornado warning that we need to get to here and talk about. And there's your tornado warning. Again, we do have the tornado warning that is in effect here. Just trying to set up. Just got to the studio here. Braden has been giving you guys live coverage tonight. And we've had a couple of tornado warnings up in north central South Dakota this evening. Braden's been live this evening, giving you guys live coverage. But I am here now I'll be here the rest of the night to give you guys the latest tornado coverage here and latest severe weather coverage here this evening, tonight. Again, we have a number of items we need to get to. We have watches in effect. We have warnings in effect. We have a tornado warning. We are going to get to all of that here. But for the meantime, I do have our live feed on right now. Bottom of the screen, you can look at the bottom of the screen for the latest updates, for all of that information. Again, number of things here. We're waiting on Braden currently. But he's on Facebook right now, giving you guys the latest updates. I am on the YouTube side of things. I'm trying to see if we can combine our streams here into one. I'm trying to see if we can get on Facebook. One second.
The thunderstorm watch number 469 remains in effect until midnight Saturday, and now includes the following counties in South Dakota: McCook and Turner. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Severe thunderstorm watch number 469 remains in effect until midnight Saturday for the following counties in South Dakota: severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert to rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA Weather Radio, commercial radio, and
All right, guys. So in the meantime, here, uh, unfortunately, it looks like we're not going to be able to stream on Facebook right now, but we are, looks like, on YouTube. So let me jump into this here for you guys. But again, we do have that tornado warning that's in effect there in South Dakota, and actually, right now, that is the only one going on, other than the one up in North Dakota that we'll get to as well. Um, Looks like we are live on X as well. So we are live on YouTube and X, and then Braden is live on Facebook. All right. All right. So. All right. So let's jump into this here tornado warning that is in effect here. This is in effect here until 9:45 p.m. Central Time, moving east at 40 miles per hour there. Radar indicated tornado at this point. And as you can see there, it is in north central South Dakota, actually central and north central portions of South Dakota. So this is in between Mulbridge and Pierre, almost exactly in between Mulbridge and Pierre. And it's just crossing the Missouri River right now. And there it is. So there's your tornado warning, and there's your rotation. Still showing up there. Anytime we got those reds and greens like that, that is your tornado signature. So that is what we got going on right now. And again, we're just going to continue to monitor everything, monitor the latest. And this tornado warning in effect again until 9:45. The other one is up here in there's a tornado watch in effect here up in North Dakota. This tornado watch is in effect until 1 a.m. tonight. So another 3 hours and 20 minutes roughly. And you can see it on the bottom of your screen as well. We do have our new bottom of the screen there for you guys. So Bismarck earlier there was a tornado up in that area earlier this evening. Um, but again, the tornado warning here up in North Dakota. Did want to briefly touch on this. There is this tornado warning here in North Dakota until 9:45 as well. So both of these tornado warnings expire here in 6 minutes. So we got 6 more minutes on this. Moving southeast at 35 miles per hour. 2-inch hail as well on this. So there we go. So moving southeast at 35. Radar indicated rotation there. Also 2-inch hail, big hail core up there. This is up near the Harvey area. So keeping a close eye on that one as well. Rotation though not as strong as the one farther to the south. As we go back to the Aberdeen radar, and as you can see, again, this is the main storm that we're looking at here with the tornado warning on it. Again, we're just keeping an eye on things, keeping a close eye on this. Tornado warning for Potter County. Again, tornado warning for Dewey and Potter counties in South Dakota until 9:45. So we're just going to stay with you here. Also, the areas shaded in yellow, they have actually extended the severe thunderstorm watch out almost to Sioux Falls. So did want to mention that as well. They have an extension of that severe thunderstorm watch to the east a little bit. Now includes Hanson, McCook counties, Hutchinson and Turner counties, and then Bonholm and Yankton and Clay counties in southeastern South Dakota. They have extended that severe thunderstorm watch a little bit out to the east there till midnight. So I would still say if you're in the Sioux Falls area, not out of the woods yet. There is still potential that this line heads towards the Sioux Falls area. This storm is moving east at 40 miles per hour. There are 70-mile-an-hour winds. Basically a wind line at this point. Let me show you a quick look here. There it is right now. It's over Plankington, Stickney, Platte areas. There, that's your main line of thunderstorms there. It's going to continue to move east at about 40 miles per hour. Eventually, we'll be impacting the Mitchell area, Parkston, Armour, Wagner, Scotland, Freeman, Bridgewater, Salem eventually. So really nothing is slowing this storm down. This thing's going to be going for a while. And again, heading towards the Sioux Falls area at this point. And again, we do have that tornado warning that continues up here in north central South Dakota. Let's turn the Aberdeen radar back on here. And this thing has been going for a while now. This thing has been tornado warned for an hour now. So this thing has been tornado warned for a while. It is headed towards the Gettysburg area. So if you got any folks up in that neck of the woods, up near the Gettysburg area, please be sure to let them know about that. Gettysburg, South Dakota area, just a little bit west, is the area we're looking at. Gettysburg is under that severe thunderstorm warning, as well as Oneida. Goes Mulbridge as well, and then almost to Pierre. So that is so basically we have two lines in South Dakota. We have two severe lines of thunderstorms. Number one up here in north central South Dakota, Mulbridge down to Pierre, Gettysburg, and then the other one here just a little bit west of Mitchell. So both of them are moving southeast at about 40 miles per hour. So that is the latest there. Now again, we are strictly focused on this tornado warning. This is the main one that we are concerned about right now. let me see if I can pull up the green screen here. And let me see here if I can get it. Testing. It's basically the area we were looking at here. Again, right in here. That's the area we are looking at right now. And right in here. This area right here. Near Gettysburg. This thing is moving again, tracking east here, eventually impacting the Gettysburg area there. Again, this whole line is moving in an easterly direction here. It's going to continue to make its way east here. We'll just continue to be watching it here in our storm center. Right here, again, is our area we're watching. It does look like they turned off that, looks like that tornado watch or tornado warning has been allowed to expire. So it does look like this has been allowed to expire. Tornado warning here. Again, the area we're looking at right here, moving in an easterly direction there towards the Gettysburg area, again, moving east. So. So again, we are keeping a very close eye on things right now. Looks like they did drop that tornado warning box. Looks like that was allowed to expire. So that is good news there. So again, we are live here. We had a tornado warning here in South Dakota, but it has been allowed to expire now. But we're still going to be keeping a close eye on this. Tornado is still possible, as you can see there on the screen. So this storm, if you're in Gettysburg, please be seeking shelter. This is a dangerous storm that is moving towards Gettysburg right now. So 1-inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds on this storm. So that is what we are keeping an eye on right now. There is the one tornado warning. I'm going to jump up here to North Dakota. Up here in central North Dakota here, there is a tornado warning in effect until 10 p.m. So still have this tornado warning up near the Maddock, North Dakota area. Any folks up in this area, this is a pretty gnarly storm. Pretty nasty there. Classic. There's your classic supercell tornado look there. So that is the latest on that. So again, we are continuing to follow this one especially. Again, radar indicated tornadoes here on this one up in North Dakota. So now we are focusing our shifting our focus on this storm now at this point. Let me see if I can adjust this here. This point here. And it actually looks like they just dropped the tornado warning. So looks like they have dropped that tornado warning up in North Dakota. So now we are in a situation where we do not have any more tornado warnings as of right now. As of 9:50 p.m. Central Time, we don't have any tornado warnings anywhere in our area or even anywhere, period. So out of the whole world, there are no more tornado warnings. So that is great news. Hopefully that continues. But we do have a lot of severe weather still going on here. A lot of other severe thunderstorm warnings going on. So again, we are just continuing to monitor everything right now. Now there is some flash flood warnings from that storm earlier. Do want to mention that. Let's read this off here. So flash flood warning here until 1:45 a.m. Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms up to 2 inches of rain have fallen. Flash flooding caused by thunderstorms here. Looks like some locations that could experience flash flooding include Presho, Okoma, Kennebec, Reliance, Vivian, Lyman. So those are some of the communities there, and then also the Chamberlain area as well. So that is the latest there. So again, we're kind of watching two lines at this point. Again, one is up here in north central South Dakota. Another one here in southeastern South Dakota. So our main line up here by the Mulbridge Pier area. And looks like Mulbridge is going to get hit. Looks like Gettysburg is going to get hit. And it looks like Pier is going to get hit by this line up here in north central South Dakota. And then the other one here in southeastern South Dakota. Mitchell, Wagner areas, anywhere in those areas. And we have other severe thunderstorm warnings as well up here in North Dakota. So let me just go top to bottom here. Starting up in central North Dakota. Severe thunderstorm warning until 10:15. Moving east at 35 miles per hour, 1-inch hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds there. Harvey, North Dakota. Martin, anywhere in those areas up in North Dakota, please be in your safe spot. Please be seeking shelter. Another one here up near Washburn, North Dakota, in effect until 10 p.m. Severe thunderstorm warning, moving east at 20. Golf ball sized hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds on that one. And then the other one here near Wilton, North Dakota, moving east again at 20, in effect until 10:45. The storm is not moving very fast. Big hail in this storm, 2.5 inches in diameter. It's about tennis ball sized hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds as well. And then moving down the line here, just east of Bismarck, severe thunderstorm warning here. This one's in effect until 10:45, moving east at 20. Golf ball sized hail on this storm and 60-mile-an-hour winds. And then farther to the south here, supercell down by Linton and Hazleton, North Dakota here, in effect until 10:45. Another 50 minutes on this one. Moving east at 20 miles per hour, 2-inch hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds, so just a little bit bigger than golf ball sized hail. So that's the latest on the North Dakota storms. The North Dakota storms are much more isolated, scattered, and discrete. They are individualized. They're not a part of a line. They are part of a. They're all supercells. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 supercells in North Dakota, and as you can hear in the background, we have a new severe thunderstorm warning being issued here.
The National Weather Service in Sioux Falls has issued a severe thunderstorm warning
Let's listen to this.
Davidson County in southeastern South Dakota, western McCook County in southeastern South Dakota, Hanson County in southeastern South Dakota, northern Hutchinson County in southeastern South Dakota until 10:45 p.m. At 9:52 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Loomis to 7 miles west of Ethan, moving east at 40 miles an hour. Hazard, 70 miles an hour wind gusts. Source, emergency management. Impact, expect considerable tree damage. Damage is likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Severe thunderstorms will be near Mitchell, Ethan, and Dearmont around 10 p.m. Alexandria and Fulton around 10 p.m. Other locations in the path of these severe thunderstorms include Milltown, Clayton, Farmer, Emory, Spencer in McCook County, and Bridgewater. This is a dangerous situation. These storms are producing widespread wind damage. Seek shelter now inside a sturdy structure and stay away from windows. Repeat, the severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 10:45 p.m. for the following counties.
So right here, that's the. So you just heard it on the National Weather Service there. So that is quite a big box here. So the one that you just heard here, new severe thunderstorm warning. And we also might have some rotation on this as well. But that new severe thunderstorm warning, what you just heard, is right here for Mitchell. So Mitchell area, please be in your safe spot. Mitchell, please be taking cover. We have 70-mile-an-hour winds and some small hail associated with this, and there might even be some rotation here. Looks like right there. So again, we are just keeping an eye on things here. But again, severe thunderstorm warning here in effect in southeastern South Dakota. Mitchell area, Alexandria, Ethan, Parkston. We're kind of shifting our focus now to this storm in particular. Again, we have the situation up in North Dakota, but there's nothing tornadic up there. Also, severe thunderstorm watch there in Nebraska, but not much is going on in Nebraska. So at this point, South Dakota is our focus right now. We have two separate lines that we are looking at here very closely. And again, if you were in Mitchell, Mitchell is our greatest concern right now. Is the Mitchell area currently. So if you're in Mitchell, please be in your safe spot here. So again, we are just keeping an eye on things here in our storm center. Again, lots of severe weather currently going on here. But again, there's no tornado warnings currently. I have a funny suspicion that we are not done with tornado warnings tonight. So again, we are just keeping a close eye on things right now. And again, nothing tornadic right now, but we are keeping a close eye on things right now of what's going on. It looks like we do have a tornado warning up in North Dakota. But again, this is a line that could impact the Sioux Falls area eventually here over the next few hours, maybe around that 1 a.m. time frame. Again, this storm is moving at 40 miles per hour, so again, there is some rotation on this that I did want to point out. So we're gonna keep a close eye on that. Again, Mitchell area we are focused on right now. And we're just keeping a close eye on things right now. All right, so I am going to be right back here. We're going to keep the radar picture up here. I'll be right with you guys here.
The National Weather Service in Sioux Falls has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Charles Mix County in south central South Dakota, Bonham County in southeastern South Dakota, southeastern Douglas County in south central South Dakota, northern Yankton County in southeastern South Dakota, southwestern Turner County in southeastern South Dakota, Hutchinson County in southeastern South Dakota until 11 p.m. 10:05 p.m. Severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from near Paxton to near Delmar to Ravinia, moving east at 45 miles an hour. Hazard, 70 miles an hour wind gusts. Source, automated weather stations reported. Impact, expect considerable tree damage. Damage is likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Severe thunderstorms will be near Paxton, Wagner, and Trip around 10:10 p.m. Dante around 10:15 p.m. Taylor around 10:20 p.m. Scotland and Avon around 10:25 p.m. Other locations in the path of these severe thunderstorms include Tyndall, Minnow, Tabor, and Utica. This is a dangerous situation. These storms are producing widespread wind damage. Seek shelter now. National Weather Service has issued severe thunderstorm watch number 470, effective until 3 a.m. Saturday. This watch includes the following counties in Iowa, Lyon and Sioux, and the following counties in South Dakota, Lincoln and Minnehaha. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen for later statements and possible warnings. Stay tuned to NOAA weather radio, commercial radio and television outlets, or internet sources for the latest severe weather information. Severe thunderstorm watch number 469 remains in effect until midnight Saturday for the following counties in South Dakota, McCook and Turner. Remember, a severe thunderstorm watch means the conditions are favorable for the development of severe weather, including large hail and damaging winds in and close to the watch area. While severe weather may not be imminent, persons should remain alert for rapidly changing weather conditions and listen.
All right, guys. So we are going to track this severe weather for you guys. We have a lot of severe weather that we need to talk about here. So let's go ahead and jump into it again here. I was live a little bit earlier, and now I'm gonna give you guys the latest information here. So let's start out with the worst of the situation, which is up here in North Dakota. We do have a couple of tornado warnings. Let me bring up this here. So we do have a couple of tornado warnings that is in effect here. Confirmed tornado up near Bismarck. I have family up in that are in the Bismarck area right now. They had a tornado up in that area that just missed them, thankfully. Could have been really bad up there in Bismarck. Thankfully, it just missed Bismarck to the north and east. So that is good. But what we're looking at here is the current situation. This is probably the worst storm that we've seen of the night. This is the worst storm of the night, and it is up in the Bismarck area currently. Near Bismarck. It is not in Bismarck. It is just a little bit east of the Bismarck area. Very classic supercell there. Very classic tornado signature there. And let me show you guys kind of what we're looking at here. There's Bismarck right over here. So Bismarck area right there. This is your tornado right there. So again, we're looking at Bismarck again. It's over this area. This is your confirmed tornado right in there, and it's moving in an easterly direction here, moving east southeast here. Again, it's right in here, and it is moving again in that. Again, you see that little notch right there, that little curling, if you will, right in there. That is your tornado right there. There, little circular, kind of get it spinning and moves kind of southeasterly there. And that's what we're looking at right now, and continuing to give you guys the latest information there. Again, it's right just to the east of Bismarck right now. That's the area we're looking at. It's continuing to move in a easterly direction. So that is the latest there. Again, tornado warning in effect here, just east of Bismarck. So that is our area right here. Again, just east of Bismarck. Very, very strong, very intense thunderstorm here. If you have any folks just east of Bismarck, please be sure to let them know about this. This is a very, very dangerous situation, and it's at night. Obviously, people are not going to be able to see this. We are now in nighttime hours, so you're not going to be able to really see this. But some people might be able to see it if you're storm chasing, but if you're, in the Bismarck area, you're probably not going to be able to see it. It's kind of on the back side now. But in any event, large hail and a tornado. Confirmed tornado, again, still on the ground here near the Bismarck area. So there is also a tornado warning just a little bit south as well. And then we have another cell off to the east here, this one near Steele and Dawson, North Dakota, moving east there. This one also showing some signs of rotation as well. This one moving east at 25 miles per hour. Tornado is also possible on this storm. But again, if you're in the Bismarck area, you are still under a tornado warning, so continue to be in your shelter. But it does look like this storm has passed the Bismarck area. So Bismarck, I would say at this point, in terms of getting the storm, you are in the clear right now. So, but I would still say remain in your safe spot just for a little bit longer, as you're still in a tornado warning. So thankfully, thank God there that it missed the Bismarck area. Big town and pretty dangerous situation. There was a confirmed tornado. Here's another one. Farther to the south, in between Bismarck and the South Dakota border, another tornado warning here over Linton, North Dakota. Moving southeast at 25 miles per hour there. So this one is not moving very fast and still showing signs of rotation there right over Linton. So if you got any folks near the Linton, North Dakota area, be sure to let them know about that. Make sure you guys are in your safe spot if anybody's watching from up there. But again, and then we have more activity here farther to the north. Big hail up here near the Bowden area there in North Dakota. Moving southeast at 40 miles per hour there, severe thunderstorm warning until 11:30. Big time hail there, tennis ball to baseball sized hail there. I mean, anytime you get a hail core like that where you get the purple and the black on the radar picture, that is some big time hail. And so that is the latest there on that one. But again, we're watching these individual supercells here that are unfortunately producing tornadoes. This one in particular. Still a confirmed tornado moving southeast at 20 miles per hour, in effect here until 11:15. So that is the latest on this storm here. Let me go down to the South Dakota side of things here. Let's look at the Aberdeen radar. And here's one of our main lines that was going on here. This line had a tornado warning on it earlier this evening. Looks like this one is starting to lose its punch a little bit. Looks like the Aberdeen area is probably going to be in the clear. Probably just maybe seeing some rain overnight. Not really seeing a whole lot there. Unless these storms take a more of a southeast dive. Aberdeen for now is in the clear, I would say. Southwest of Aberdeen, near Highmore. Severe thunderstorm here, moving east at 45, 60 mile an hour winds, and small hail associated with that storm. Severe thunderstorm warning here until 11:30. So that is a pretty dangerous storm. And then we have this one, a wind line that is headed moving east towards the Sioux Falls area, impacted the Mitchell area. I heard that Platte got damaged pretty bad. And this storm is just continuing to move east here. In fact, it almost goes to T. And we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning. Let's go ahead and listen to what it has to say here.
The National Weather Service in Sioux Falls has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Clay County and southeastern South Dakota, northeastern Bonham County and southeastern South Dakota, northern Yankton County and southeastern South Dakota, Turner County and southeastern South Dakota, southeastern Hutchinson County and southeastern South Dakota, until 11:45 p.m. At 10:53 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from Freeman to near 9 miles north of Utica, moving east at 35 miles an hour. 70 miles an hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expect considerable tree damage. Damage is likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Severe thunderstorms will be near Mayfield around 11:05 p.m. Other locations in the path of these severe thunderstorms include Irene, Curly, Viborg, and Davis. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. To report severe weather, contact your nearest law enforcement agency. They will send a report to the National Weather Service office in Sioux Falls. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 11:45 p.m.
That is the line right there that they're talking. So again, the line that they're talking about is what I just highlighted there. I went up to the green screen and kind of showed you guys what we're looking at there. So that is the line, new severe thunderstorm warning, and this is headed towards Sioux Falls right now. So yeah, we got to really keep a close eye on this. So pretty nasty storm here that is headed towards the Sioux Falls area. Sioux Falls is under the gun here with this storm. So again, Sioux Falls area unfortunately is under the gun with this severe thunderstorm that is headed towards Sioux Falls here, moving east at 30 miles per hour. So it's not moving very fast. It's moving about normal pace for severe weather. Usually the wind lines, though, usually move quite a bit faster, but this one, not so. So we're keeping a very close eye on this. They're also within this. It wouldn't shock me if we get a QLCS tornado. It could pop up anywhere along this line. Usually it's the northern end, so we got to really keep a close eye on this. Sometimes on the northern end of these lines, these Boeing lines like this, we could get, again, quick spin up tornadoes. So we really got to be paying attention here across Sioux Falls area. So again, we're keeping a close eye on that line as well, and then we're going to keep a close eye on this one up here near the Miller area. If you got any folks in this area, be sure to let them know. Again, this is a pretty strong thunderstorm as well. And then we have the tornadic situation up here in North Dakota. That continues. Again, Bismarck, you are in the clear. Bismarck is now in the clear. It is east of Bismarck now, so you guys can go to bed if you are in Bismarck. But again, right now, east of Bismarck, right there. That is as clear as day as it's gonna get. I mean, you can't get a more picture perfect view on the radar picture there than that. That is a well-defined hook echo there that unfortunately is still causing a tornado. So we still have that tornado warning up there until 11:15. So it's going to be going for a while, moving southeast there at 20 miles per hour. And then the other one here down by the Linton area. This one is, as of right now, radar indicated, moving southeast at 15 miles per hour. We'll see what they do with that tornado warning. And we have another severe thunderstorm warning. We got to go back down to the Sioux Falls area.
The National Weather Service in Sioux Falls has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Clay County and southeastern South Dakota, southeastern Charles Mix County and south central South Dakota, Bonham County and southeastern South Dakota, Yankton County and southeastern South Dakota, southern Turner County and southeastern South Dakota, until 11:30 p.m. At 10:57 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from 8 miles north of Utica to near Tabor to 7 miles west of Springfield, moving east at 45 miles an hour. Hazard, 60 miles an hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expects damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Severe thunderstorms will be near Yankton, Lewis and Clark State Recreation Area, Springfield, Tabor, Mayfield, and Utica around 11:05 p.m. Mission Hill around 11:10 p.m. Irene and Vollen around 11:15 p.m. Other locations in the path of these severe thunderstorms include Wackenda. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. To report severe weather, contact your nearest law enforcement agency. They will send a report to the National Weather Service.
All right, so you heard the latest warning that just came off here. Again, we get those live updates from the National Weather Service. So, another severe thunderstorm warning in effect here now. This is down in the Yankton area. So, Lesterville, Tabor, Springfield, Yankton, Wakanda, Irene areas. Pretty dangerous situation. Pretty strong thunderstorm there. Moving east at 45 miles per hour till 11:30, so a half hour on this. So again, very strong thunderstorm um, in effect here. So again, we are just keeping a close eye on things here for you guys. And I can now hear thunder. I just heard some thunder. So again, we're just gonna keep a close eye on things here. Just trying to look at some things behind the scenes here. But again, that extension of that severe thunderstorm watch to include Sioux Falls there. Isolated hail up to 2 inches possible. Scattered wind gusts up to 80 miles per hour possible. Frequent lightning possible there as well. So, again, that storm is headed into the Sioux Falls area here eventually. Here, this thing is going to be impacting Sioux Falls here in the not too distant future. So again, we do have the tornado warnings in North Dakota that we are following right now. So again, we are just following, monitoring the latest what's going on here. Tornado watch here in North Dakota in effect until 1 a.m. So another couple of hours there up here in North Dakota. Severe thunderstorm warnings, Jamestown area. The one near Jamestown is in effect here until 12:15, moving east at 30 miles per hour. Small hail, 60-mile-an-hour winds with that one. And the one just east of Bismarck is tornado warned here until 11:15 for a few more minutes. The storm is moving southeast at 20 miles per hour. Radar indicated rotation. 2.5-inch hail there on that one. And so Bismarck again in the clear. You are in the clear for Bismarck. And then here's another one until 11:30, moving southeast at 20 miles per hour. Radar indicated rotation, 2-inch hail there on that one. And then the other one here, again, we have 3 of them in North Dakota. 3 tornado warnings up in North Dakota that we need to talk about. And unfortunately here, this one is a little bit stronger here down near Linton and Strasburg. If you got any folks down in that neck of the woods, be sure to let them know about that. So again, we are monitoring the latest. This one is a pretty strong thunderstorm, and it's headed southeast towards the South Dakota border. So we are keeping a very close eye on that. Now the one up here near Steele, just south of Steele, North Dakota, is a confirmed tornado in effect until 11:30 p.m. Central Time. Moving southeast at 20 miles per hour there. Also hail in 2 inches in diameter there on that one. Moving down the line, severe thunderstorm watch continues for north central South Dakota until midnight tonight. This storm down here by Miller is still severe, and it's moving east at 45 miles per hour. 60-mile-an-hour winds there with that one. Small hail as well on that one. Then down the line here in southeastern South Dakota, severe thunderstorm watch was just issued a little bit ago. And Sioux Falls is in a severe thunderstorm watch until 3 a.m. And it's for this line right here that is moving east, moving towards the Sioux Falls area right now. And it's a pretty strong line here of thunderstorms from Salem all the way down to Bridgewater, Freeman, Scotland, Tyndall, Springfield areas. And then Yankton is under the gun here. This storm is headed towards the Yankton area right now. If you are in Yankton, please be in your safe spot. Gayville, as well as Volin and Wakanda, Irene, Viborg, all of those areas there. Severe thunderstorm warning until 11:30, another 15 minutes. Moving east at 45 miles per hour, 60-mile-an-hour winds, as well as small hail. So severe thunderstorm again headed towards the Yankton area there. So we are keeping a very close eye on that. Do a storm track here for you guys. Tyndall, it's already in Tyndall, so hopefully you are in your safe spot already in that area. This is just about to enter Tabor right now. So again, Tabor area, Lesterville, you guys need to be in your basement, in your safe spot. And this storm is headed towards Yankton by 11:30, so about 15 more minutes for Yankton, and then the Volin area at 11:36, and then Crofton at 11:37, and then Gayville at 11:42, and Fordyce at 11:48. So that is the latest storm track there. Now let's do another one that is on the storm south of Sioux Falls. Hurley at about 11:24, Viborg at about 11:26, Davis at about 11:30, Chancellor at about 11:32, Centerville at 11:37, Lenox at 11:40, Worthing at 11:50, Canton at 12:04, and Fairview at 12:12. So again, that is the latest there. Again, severe weather is nothing to mess around with, and unfortunately, we have a line that is headed towards the Sioux Falls area right now. So again, right now it is going through Salem, Canastota, Monroe, Bridgewater, with Montrose area, and then eventually your Parker, Freeman, Hurley, Menno, Viborg, all of these areas along this line. Please be seeking shelter. If you have any folks in these areas, reach out to them, call them, text them, whatever you need to do to get a hold of them. Make sure they are in their safe spot tonight, as these are some pretty strong thunderstorms. And again, looks like at this point the strongest part of the storm is farther to the south, down towards the Yankton area, just a little bit northwest of Yankton, Tyndall, Tabor, Lesterville. That appears to be the strongest part of this line. And continues to, again, move south and east. So Sioux Falls, looks like this storm will be headed into the Sioux Falls area here within the next hour. However, at this point, it does look like the northern end of this storm is starting to weaken. So that is good news. Hopefully that continues. We don't need severe weather in Sioux Falls. For the Aberdeen area, near Highmore, the storm still continuing, headed towards the Miller and Wessington area, moving east at 45 miles per hour. This severe thunderstorm warning is in effect until 11:30 p.m. Central Time. 60-mile-an-hour winds there, small hail associated with that. And we're getting a lot of severe weather reports, a lot of wind reports coming in. Again, lightning show as well. There's a lot of lightning associated with this line of thunderstorms. Let's go back up to North Dakota. We have a lot of tornadic situations going on. One up here near the Carrington area, just a little bit south of Carrington there. Tornado warning moving southeast at 25 miles per hour, in effect until 11:45 p.m. Central Time. Also, probably golf ball sized hail associated with this storm. And then farther to the south, again, this is the one east of Bismarck. There's two separate supercells with two confirmed tornadoes on it. On each of them, there's a tornado on each of these storms. In effect here for 40 more minutes until midnight tonight, moving southeast at 15 miles per hour. Confirmed tornado, and there's also hail, about 2 inches in diameter on these storms. So again, these are moving southeast at 20 to 25 miles per hour. In effect until 11:45 p.m. there on this eastern one. So again, we're just going to continue to monitor those, and then the ones farther to the south. Tornado warning here until 11:30. Another 10 minutes on this one. Moving southeast at 15 miles per hour. Keeping a close eye on that one. So again, we are just continuing to follow what's going on here. Lots of tornado warnings up in North Dakota. Again, farther south here, the severe thunderstorm watches in effect here for central, north central South Dakota, and then into southeastern South Dakota, northwestern Iowa, northeast Nebraska. So this is one of the main areas that we're looking at here. This line of thunderstorms that is moving east, and this one's moving east at about 35 miles per hour, headed towards the Sioux Falls area right now. So again, we are continuing to monitor what is going on for you guys. Also, there are some flash flood warnings that are in effect here. Again, the ones back over near Chamberlain, Kimball, Presho areas, flash flood warnings continue there. And then again towards the Sioux Falls area here. Again, moving east at 30 to 35 miles per hour, 60-mile-an-hour winds with that, and it's headed towards the Sioux Falls area as we speak. So I would say within the next hour, Sioux Falls, be prepared for lots of lightning, could be some small hail, and some heavy rain associated with this storm. And then again, near Hurley, Viborg, Irene, and another main area that we're looking at here, in effect till 11:45. Moving east at 40 miles per hour there, 60-mile-an-hour winds on that one. And again, farther to the south, near the Yankton area. Yankton, we are particularly concerned about Yankton right now. Yankton is under the gun for this severe thunderstorm, unfortunately. Moving southeast at 45 miles per hour. The storm looks to be headed, this is a situation. If you're in Yankton, you really got to be seeking shelter here. Pretty strong thunderstorm, to say the least, heading towards the Sioux Falls area at this time. So again, we are just going to continue to monitor the situation and follow what's going on here. Again, if you're in Yankton, if you have any folks in the Yankton area, please be sure to let them know about this and seek shelter immediately. If you are anywhere down near the Yankton area right now, we are a little bit concerned about the Yankton area, as let's hope this storm dies out, but right now it is pretty strong, and it is just about to go through the Yankton area here within the next 5 to 10 minutes. And unfortunately, the storm showed no signs of slowing down, and this storm will be continuing to move into the Yankton area. We can do a storm track now. So the Sioux Falls area, this storm looks like will be, let's start with Monroe. Right now the storm is moving through Monroe and Parker at 11:28. Really the storm is already moving into the Parker area. And then Humboldt at 11:40, Hartford at 11:50, and then T at about midnight, and then 12:03, Crooks area, and then Sioux Falls a little bit after midnight. Looks like this storm will enter Sioux Falls. So Sioux Falls area probably around that midnight time frame. So I'd say about 30 to 45 minutes in the Sioux Falls area. So again, lots of rain, lots of lightning. As of now, no warnings for the Sioux Falls area. And then Harrisburg at 12:13. So that's your storm track there for the Sioux Falls area. And then up here again, near the Miller area, continuing to follow this storm, still severe. We'll see what happens. This one is pretty much dying out, though. Looks like this storm has really lost its punch, lost its energy, and we're not really seeing much there. for this storm here near Miller. So I would, it still seeks shelter if you're under this severe thunderstorm warning. Wessington, Miller, Highmore, Ree Heights area. If you're in those areas, I would still take shelter, but at this point, that storm is dying out. And then up in North Dakota, again, we have these tornado warnings that are in effect here. Just south of Carrington, North Dakota there. Tornado warning in effect here until 11:45, moving southeast at 25 miles per hour. Golf ball sized hail associated with that storm as well. And then farther to the south, the storm east of Bismarck. Again, some pretty intense confirmed tornadoes on this storm. In effect until midnight tonight, moving southeast at 15 to 20 miles per hour there. Also some large hail associated with that storm as well. So looks like this one has been updated though. The storm just east of Bismarck is now just radar indicated. Was a confirmed tornado, and now it's just radar indicated. So we are continuing to monitor that. Let's see here. And we are following the latest here. Confirmed tornado again. This one is east of Bismarck. This one's still a confirmed tornado. Moving southeast at 20 miles per hour. And again, we'll see what they do with that warning. And then the one to the south near Strasburg there, tornado warning in effect as well until 11:30. So we'll see what they decide to do with that one as well. That one is moving southeast at 15 to 20 miles per hour as well. Tornado watch again continues for North Dakota until 1 a.m. And then severe thunderstorm watch down south until midnight for central South Dakota, and then southeastern South Dakota, Sioux Falls area until 3 a.m. For that severe thunderstorm watch. I think Braden. Braden, are you here? Okay. All right, let's see here. Looks like we got Braden back here. So let's go ahead and let me go ahead and show you guys what is going on here. Let me go ahead and try and connect his feed here. So let me So again, we are situation that we're looking at here again, severe thunderstorm warning. Looks like they have trimmed it down a little bit. Looks like we are down to one severe thunderstorm warning right now. Looks like it is southwest of Sioux Falls, Freeman area, just a little bit east of Freeman is where that line is now, moving east at 40 miles per hour, 60 mile per hour winds. And again, the storm is headed towards the Sioux Falls area, but the warned part of that storm is south of Sioux Falls currently. And again, looking at Doppler radar indicated 60-mile-per-hour winds there. You can see that leading edge of that line there. You can see on that radar picture, you can see where that line is, and he's drawing it out for you. As Braden is helping us tonight. And as you can see that line very clear there, and that is and headed towards the Sioux Falls area. So again, severe thunderstorm warning that is in effect there. We'll see if they extend that warning. It's kind of nearing the edge of that box. It expires at 11:45, and we'll see what they decide to do. We can really start to hear that thunder now outside our studio, and this storm is headed about to enter Sioux Falls here. Also, up in North Dakota, we do have those tornado warnings that are in effect here up near the Bismarck area. And Braden, do you want to chime in here on these tornado warnings up here in North Dakota? Let me see.
Service in Omaha went ahead and canceled that warning for parts of Nebraska, and then the National Weather Service in Sioux Falls went ahead and canceled the warning for Yankton, and then also up here towards like the Salem area. Um, so the northern part that is about to hit Sioux Falls is more disorganized than the southern part, and it's kind of starting to fall apart now. We are going to get in on some winds. I'm starting to get some winds here over at my place here in Hartford. We're on the leading edge of that right now. So it's starting to get a little bit windier as we continue to see this move to the east here. But as you guys can see here, this is becoming outflow dominant. Like I was saying earlier in the other live stream that I was in earlier, this started to form an outflow boundary, and the storm is now breathing out. So within the next about hour or so, hour to two, especially the southern part, you'll start to see start to fall apart as this outflow boundary starts to move to the east here. So the storm is still taking in a little bit of new air, but it's not. It's pretty much breathing out at this point. So, I've been seeing a couple of people ask about parts of Iowa, um, parts of parts of southeastern South Dakota. So Beersford, you're going to be in on this year in the next probably 20 or so minutes. Vermilion, Elk Point, Sioux City, within the next hour or so. Rock Rapids, Rock Valley, Sioux Center, Orange City within the next hour. Harrisburg, Canton, Sioux Falls, Hartford, Del Rapids, Garrettson, all of you within the next half an hour. Point, but we're going to have to wait and see what doing if they end up issuing any more warnings or anything like that. But that's what I got right now. So Sitting outside in the hammock, listening and watching it come in. That's a great way to spend your night. Riley, do you got anything to add on to that?
Um, so again, we are just continuing to follow the current situation of again severe thunderstorm warning in effect there in southeastern South Dakota. Again, for southwest of Sioux Falls, there severe thunderstorm line, and it's continued to move east and southeast. Yankton area, um, we've been kind of worried about the Yankton area as that line moves towards the Yankton area. Sioux Falls, non-severe at this time. We're not seeing anything severe yet. Could change, but as of right now, nothing severe yet for the Sioux Falls area. But south of Sioux Falls is where we have that severe thunderstorm warning that's still in effect, as you can see there in yellow, that yellow polygon. Irene Hurley right now is getting the worst of it, looks like. So again, we are just continuing to monitor the latest on that. Um, and the tornado warnings up in North Dakota continue up by the Bismarck area, east of Bismarck, and as you can see there, east of Bismarck, Sterling, Moffett area. There is your areas that we're keeping a very close eye on. As, again, we had a situation last Friday night. There was tornado warnings up in North Dakota. Now, unfortunately, we have to deal with it again tonight in North Dakota. For the South Dakota side of things, looks like we are down to just one severe thunderstorm warning. The one down by the Viborg area, Irene. Looks like that's the worst of this storm. The most intense part of that storm is down near the Irene area, where there's some hail, lots of lightning, lots of heavy rain. Um, and looking at the velocity, there's not really a whole lot there. Might be a little bit something down by Centerville, but at this point, not really seeing a whole lot there on the velocity. But we're just going to continue to keep a close eye on it. And again, for the Yankton area, I would just plan on taking cover. If you're in the Yankton area at this point, uh, that storm is pretty strong. It is headed into Yankton here as we speak. Yankton area, please just take shelter. You were under a severe thunderstorm warning. Now that severe thunderstorm warning has been allowed to expire, but looks like there's still some pretty strong thunderstorms moving into the Yankton area right now. But again, also there's been a lot of wind reports coming in tonight on these storms. In that 50 to 70 mile per hour range. So that is, and again, there's your radar picture. That's the latest on that line. Goes from about Salem down to through Canastota, Humboldt, Parker, and then down through Springfield, Tyndall, Yankton area. So again, we're kind of at this point, that line that was in central South Dakota has fizzled out, died out, and now we pretty much just have two areas that we are watching currently. The strong line that is west of Sioux Falls, that is headed towards Sioux Falls and Yankton, and then we have the tornado situation up in North Dakota. So again, that's the situation. We are just continuing to keep an eye on things for you guys tonight, and again, there's potential for that strong winds that kind of headed towards the Sioux Falls area there right now. And it does is am I seeing that correctly? Do they drop all of those severe thunderstorm warnings?
Yeah, they did.
So looks like they have dropped that severe thunderstorm warning. We'll see what they decide to do with that, though. We'll see if they issue any other severe thunderstorm warnings. It looks like this line is still pretty intense. It's pretty strong, especially down near that Yankton Wakanda area. At this point, looks like still a pretty strong area there of probably some strong wind gusts and some small hail associated with that. Looks like the Parker area is also getting some pretty good thunderstorm activity there. Again, looking outside right now. Not much going on right now, but we're just going to continue to follow it and monitor the situation now. He's looking down near the Yankton area again. That's probably at this point the strongest part of this storm, and yeah, it looks like the winds now are coming through. In the T area where the studio is, I can just heard that wind roaring through our area. I don't know how strong of wind it was, but high winds for sure.
We had 52 on the mezzanette outside of our apartment here in Hartford, and that was 5 minutes ago.
I think we just have the. Okay, so he's saying up near Hartford where he's at, wind gusts in excess of 50 miles per hour. That does not surprise me. Second. I'm gonna go look outside real quick. Braden, if you wanna show everyone the region what's going on here.
So basically, at this point, what we got going on is this MCS down here. It's not severe warned at this point, but we do have that outflow boundary. Pushing some winds through the area here, going through Sioux Falls at this point. It's gonna start to get gusty here in the next couple of minutes in Sioux Falls. It has just rolled through Hartford where I'm at, so that is another thing here. Here in Beersford, it'll get to you within the next 5 or so minutes. We'll have that wind start to pick up, and then it'll start to rain, and maybe even hail a little bit. But that wind will pick up before the rain or the hail gets there. So we also have North Dakota. Just to the south of Steele as well earlier, and then also outside of Linton, in between Temvick and Linton. So those will continue here. This one continues until midnight, and then the other one just dropped off, so that's a good thing. So we're down to 1 tornado warning as well, and then we have no severe thunderstorm warnings down here over towards the Sioux Falls area. And then the storms that were over near Miller and over by Huron, they've kind of just like fallen in on themselves as they've making their way to the east. They've lost all their severe status, and they've kind of just become light to heavy showers, tracking along towards Chamberlain, in between Miller and Chamberlain, moving to the east southeast there. So these storms over near Sioux Falls, though. What we're looking at here is this line will push through, will continue. And as you guys can see, this will start to get more and more pixely as we get closer to the radar. So this may look like there's nothing going on, but it's definitely raining here in Hartford. So I can tell you that much. So we'll start to lose a little bit as we get closer to the radar, especially towards the Sioux Falls area. But definitely still got some punch that it's packing down here towards the Yankton, over by Wakanda, in between Niobrara and towards Lake Viborg. that area. So this is moving to the east southeast as well. It's moving at between 40 and 50 miles an hour, and it will continue to move along and make its way throughout the area. Maybe even producing another severe thunderstorm warning or two, especially with this outflow boundary, with the winds that could be packing in with this thing. So, but as we continue to see it move to the east, you guys can tell this is starting to weaken up here in between the I-90, uh, I-90 here and US 18. That's kind of weakened a lot over the past 20-ish minutes here. As you guys can see, this was warned. Rain was darker, everything like that, but it's kind of dropped off within the last 20 or so minutes. So as we see that move to the east more, we'll start to see it kind of die off some more, but still has the potential for severe weather. So you got anything to add on to that, little guy? Huh?
No, that was good. So again, we
No, I'm
are
not
just
talking to you, Riley. I got my son in my hands, dude.
oh yeah. So yeah, we're just keeping a close eye on things right now. No severe thunderstorm warnings right now for the Sioux Falls area. But with that being said, there's still a thunderstorm right now that is moving through Sioux Falls. I'm in T right now, and we had some strong wind gusts, and we got lots of lightning out there, and we will be seeing some heavy rainfall shortly. Uh, Farther to the south, looks like the Yankton area, Lennox area, Wakanda area, that part of that whole line there looks pretty intense right now. It looks like a pretty strong line moving east southeast. So even though there's no severe thunderstorm warnings right now, doesn't mean that there's not any strong thunderstorms. This is still a really strong thunderstorm moving through our area here, with again strong wind gusts, probably north of 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Again, lots of lightning, and then there could be some small hail anywhere along this line. So, kind of near Wakanda, kind of an area we're watching there. Um, Maybe another area over by Lennox. Now, take a look at the velocity. I'm curious what it's showing here. Just wanted to look at it, and as you can see that line, that wind line right there that he's circling. Harrisburg down to Beresford down to Vermilion. That is what we're looking at there. That is your wind, basically the gust front, if you will. Um, and it even extends up north, as you can see there, up towards the Madison area. Um, again, it's non-severe, so it's not as intense as it could be, but it is still a strong thunderstorm line. It's kind of a Boeing line, if you will, and this thing will continue. Nothing's slowing this thing down. What do you got there?
That was 20 minutes ago. It's a 64-mile-an-hour wind gust in Yankton via personal weather station.
Okay, so that was again down by the Yankton area there a little bit ago. So, again, we are watching this line very closely, and let's let's pop back up to North Dakota real quick. Just wanted to take a peek up there. Again, that tornado warning continues there just east of Bismarck. That is the only one that we have currently. That is the only one left, and that one, I'm not sure.
They're gonna let it expire.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one's probably gonna be allowed to expire here.
Yeah, there's nothing for velocity on it. None of these really have anything anymore, except up here towards Bowdoin.
Yeah,
That
there's quite
might.
a few cells up here in North Dakota. They're individualized supercells. It's a little bit different than down in our area where we have a line of thunderstorms. This one they're all discrete supercells that have produced tornadoes. And as Braden's showing there, big hail also on these storms, golf ball sized hail, and strong wind gusts along with that tornado threat there. Then one more look at the storms there in central South Dakota, and those have really fizzled out. So that's good news there. Looks like those storms have really died out down there near Chamberlain, Miller, Aberdeen area. Those fizzled out, so don't really need to worry about those anymore. And then again, the main line that we're watching there near the Sioux Falls area. So looks like this line is now starting to come through the Sioux Falls area as we speak, and you know, as you can see there, farther to the south, that line pretty intense there. Viborg, Centerville, Irene, Wakanda. That's one spot in particular that is pretty intense there, and then another one there near Vollen and Gayville there, and then another one down by Yankton. So, and then yep, there another one by Tabor. Those are all the areas that we're looking at there. Again, no severe thunderstorm warnings currently, but we are just watching things. Another one up here near the Chester, Colton area there. Another strong cell there, and then another one in Madison. For the Sioux Falls area, again, we just have those thunderstorms that will be making its way through Sioux Falls, and as he's highlighting there, there's your wind line that is continuing to move east and southeast, and that thing is going to continue probably for the rest of the night. Nothing's really slowing this down, and nothing's really stopping this thing. So, nothing's really stopping this thing from slowing down or weakening out. Now, this thing has weakened since it's, as it's been moving off to the east, but still a very strong wind line there. Also, again, flash flood warning continues for the Chamberlain area. Did want to mention that as well, as you can see it on the bottom of your screen as well. But again, there it is. There's your line. Again, it's moving in an easterly direction there through Sioux Falls right now. So it has picked up a little bit of speed. Looks like not as intense as it was before for the Sioux Falls area. So the northern half of that line looks like it has fizzled out more. That's good news there. But it does look like the southern end of that line is still pretty strong. Also, looks like we got a hail report down by Yankton. What is that report?
0.75 inches, 3/4 of an inch.
Okay.
Public report.
All right, so that was down again in the Yankton area.
4:43 UTC, so this was less than 10 minutes ago.
Yep, so, okay, so that was the latest on that. So again, Yankton area did get hit by this. Luckily, it wasn't as strong as it could have been. Could have been a lot stronger. Let's look at the velocity again, down near the Beresford area. Looks like some pretty good winds there down by Beresford and Canton. That line right there, yeah, that looks like a pretty strong wind line there.
40 and 50, yeah.
And again, this thing is just chugging along. It's going to continue to move east. There's a good product. Braden, you want to tell everybody what product we're looking at?
This is the KDP, so this helps us look at like hail and the inversion of water in the atmosphere. So right now we're just looking to see where these hail cores are over toward the Yankton area, especially since we just got the hail report. So I'm gonna switch it over to a different product here, the vertically integrated liquid product, which is the same thing. It's just a little easier to see. And just these blue blobs here on the radar are just where hail is most likely falling and where it's most likely to be. So over there in between Springfield and Yankton, Vollen, Gayville, St. Helena, in between Irene, Wakanda, and Centerville at this point as well. That's where we're looking at for the hail. And then there's a couple little places in between Lennox and Beresford at this point as well. So.
Okay, very good. All right, so again, we are just keeping a close eye on everything right now. Let me go ahead here. Trying to see if there's any rotation on any of these storms, and I don't think there is any at this point. So again, we are just continuing to monitor everything. Severe thunderstorms. Right now, we don't have any severe weather on the South Dakota side of things. Right now, it is all up in North Dakota, and it does look like all of the tornado warnings up in North Dakota have been allowed to expire. So that is good news there. So again, the tornado warnings have been allowed to expire there for the North Dakota side of things as well. So that is good news there. And then again, as he's panning the radar here, that line there, that near Aberdeen, has really fizzled out. And again, there's basically two areas that we're looking at right now. We are looking at the area in the Sioux Falls area with that line, as he's highlighting it right there. So number one, up in North Dakota, severe thunderstorms there, and then the line down in the Sioux Falls area. So that's what we're monitoring right now. It's what we're keeping an eye on here very closely. So again, he's looking at the Sioux Falls area there, and again, a lot going on here. I know it's can be kind of hard. He is showing you where the wind line is at right now, and you could clearly see it on that velocity there. And that's kind of what we're following right now. That's that wind line that is continuing to move east. Eventually going to be impacting northwest Iowa here within the next few minutes. This is going to start to enter northwest Iowa. So again, that is your wind line. So that is continuing to move east. So we are continuing to monitor that. Yeah, Vermilion area, again, non-severe thunderstorm activity, but very strong thunderstorms moving through the Vermilion area or about to enter Vermilion, as well as Beresford there. Brookings area, you were in the clear right now. Just some light rain, it looks like. So, and then farther to the south there in northeastern Nebraska, looks like Nebraska's in the clear now as well. So, not really seeing much there in Nebraska. We did have some thunderstorm activity in central Nebraska earlier this evening, but everything has since fizzled out. That's the remnants, that's the remainder of that. So again, we are watching the Sioux Falls area as well as the Yankton area, this line of thunderstorms. So keeping a very close eye on things to see if any more severe weather pops up as this goes through the Sioux Falls area. Sioux Falls, again, just some general garden variety thunderstorms, nothing severe. So that's good news there. And then south of Sioux Falls there, Beresford area there, that is more intense area that we're watching. Strong wind gusts, lots of lightning, lots of rain, heavy rainfall, and maybe some small hail as well. So that's the threats right now that we are watching. And again, Yankton did get hit by a pretty strong thunderstorm. Also, as you can see there, north of Sioux Falls, we have that one cell there up by Colton that's moving east, heading towards Del Rapids. But again, it's not severe, so Del Rapids area, be prepared for a thunderstorm there.
Hey, Bradley.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have a hypothesis.
Go.
Okay, so my hypothesis is, you know how people say that Sioux Falls always gets split by those thunderstorms, right? We got the radar right here, and it doesn't see the storms right overhead of it. So when you look at the radar, and it's like, well, there's no storm here, and there's stuff to the south, and there's stuff to the north. There's nothing going on right here, but it's raining there, so.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep. So it's basically the radar blocking what's going on there in Sioux Falls. So the radar, what we're talking about, the Doppler is in Sioux Falls, and a lot of times it blocks the radar picture, so we don't get a very good idea of what the radar looks like for Sioux Falls. But there is some thunderstorm activity coming through Sioux Falls right now. I'm in the Sioux Falls area right now, and there is definitely thunderstorm activity right now. So moving through the Sioux Falls area right now. A little bit earlier than what we thought. We were thinking more like 12:15 it would move through Sioux Falls, but it has moved a little bit faster. So that is what we're looking at.
These ones to the south are starting to fizzle out too.
Yeah, so yeah, not as intense as it was before. But we're still watching that wind line there. It is east of Sioux Falls now. East of Canton looks like. It looks like it's east of Beresford. So we kind of get that leading edge, that gust front, if you will, and then we have the main line. That is that area, the yellow, red shaded areas. That's what we're looking at there. So, any new updates at this point? I don't see any. Not seeing any new updates.
I'm not either. So. I'm not either. So.
Yep.
Dude, Riley, you're echoing on stream.
Yep.
I'm not either. So.
Yep. Yeah. And again, lots of thunder and lightning in the Sioux Falls area. Yeah. And again, lots of. And the severe thunderstorm watch continues until 3 a.m. I think now would be a good time to show the latest model run. I think that would be a good idea to show the viewers. So he's pulling up the latest HRRR model here. And so as you can see here, overnight things will diminish and clear out. So that's the current picture going through the Sioux Falls area. It'll probably continue a little bit longer, and then this line will really start to fizzle out overnight tonight, and then that'll pretty much be the end of it. Whatever's left up in North Dakota will probably fizzle out as well as we go through the next couple of hours. And then we turn our focus towards tomorrow. As he's pulling it up here, there is a severe thunderstorm risk for tomorrow again. Much of the same areas that we had today. Central and eastern South Dakota, far northern Nebraska, northwest Iowa, and Minnesota. That's what we're looking at. Now that other circle he's highlighting right there, that is going to be the greatest tornado risk zone. Minneapolis over towards Marshall, Minnesota. That's kind of what we're looking at there. Basically south central Minnesota is the area we're looking at, and then far eastern South Dakota. So that is your greatest tornado risk for tomorrow. Again, all modes are going to be on the table, unfortunately, for tomorrow. And we'll be here to give you guys the latest. Continue to update you guys on everything. We'll give you guys live coverage as needed, and we'll continue to update you guys and keep an eye on things as we go towards the morning hours and then for your day tomorrow. But again, one last time, that line of thunderstorms moving through the Sioux Falls area right now. Thunderstorm activity, lots of thunder, lots of lightning, rain, maybe some small hail south of Sioux Falls, even north of Sioux Falls, up near the Del Rapids area. There could be some small hail up in that area. And then again, that area down by Yankton, Vermilion, that's another area we're watching, keeping a very close eye on. Also near Canton. So that is what we're looking at. This line of thunderstorms will continue to push off to the east into southwest Minnesota, northwest Iowa. Severe thunderstorm watch continues until 3 a.m. Tornado watch continues for another hour for North Dakota until 1 a.m. there. And there it is. There is your current watches and warnings. So again, tornado watch continues until 1 a.m. up there in yellow, and then severe thunderstorm watch pink for the Sioux Falls area, northeastern. And that was, wow.
I saw that one.
That was a huge strike. I don't know if you guys heard that. My goodness, that was very loud, very close. Huge strike. I don't know if you guys heard that. That was a pretty intense lightning strike there. My goodness, that was... so again, we are continuing to monitor the latest. Braden, what do you think at this point? Do you think we should end the live?
I'd say we just hit
should
the
we stay
hay.
on for a
There's
little longer?
nothing. There's nothing really going on at this point. It's more garden variety thunderstorms with a little bit of wind at this point. So
Yeah. Okay.
I say if
so,
there's anything else that pops up, we
looks
can
like
come back
things
on
have started to
that.
calm down, which is good news.
So
In terms of severe weather and tornado activity, looks like things have diminished greatly. So hopefully that continues. Hopefully we are done now with the severe weather. But we're going to continue to monitor things, and if things change, we will pop back on. But we would like to thank each and every one of you guys for tuning in tonight to our live streams. Hope you guys stayed safe tonight, and hopefully we were able to help people out, get into shelter, and keep an eye on the sky. So again, for the Sioux Falls area, thunderstorms moving through Sioux Falls right now, non-severe. Again, watch out for, again, lots of lightning, lots of thunder, heavy rainfall, maybe some small hail south of Sioux Falls, maybe even north of Sioux Falls. And then, again, severe thunderstorm watch continues for southeastern South Dakota, northwest Iowa, southwest Minnesota until 3 a.m. And then tornado watch continues for another 50 minutes for North Dakota. So that is the latest, and we'll continue to provide you guys updates as we get them. We'll shift our focus probably in the morning for tomorrow's risk as well. So another day of severe weather, unfortunately, on the table for tomorrow as well. So that's the latest here. We'd like to thank Braden and the rest of our staff for being on with us tonight. I'm Riley with T-Storm Chasers. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight, and hope you guys all stay safe.